I love being on ASB because I enjoy making a positive impact on the lives of students at Glencoe, and it looks really good on college applications.
If you are elected an ASB officer, there are a variety of tasks and responsibilities that you will receive. Some of these responsibilities include staying on top of your schoolwork, attending leadership in Glencoe events, and being a positive influence on the Glencoe student body. Some of your tasks will include being in student government class, where you might have to help run meetings or debrief the class on the events you're planning. Within student government, you will also be responsible for your own committee based on your ASB position. In this committee, you'll have a lot of other student government students working with you to help plan events and get tasks done related to your office. Being an ASB member is a really great way, whether it's through fundraising, volunteer work, or planning events, to make a positive impact on the Glencoe community.
Hey everyone, it's Dylan, Director of Assemblies for the class of 2021. I'm on ASB this year, and I hear you are all campaigning for ASB. Congratulations for taking that step. It's an awesome thing to be doing. ASB has definitely been one of the best times I've had in high school. So I hope I can give you some tips and advice on how to take this win home. So undoubtedly, in my opinion, the video is the most important piece to your campaign. So what can you do to make sure that it goes well, right? To not make a fool out of yourself in front of the whole school. Well, I mean, to win ASB, that might be the case. I took some pretty extreme lengths my prior years on my videos, such as my class cabinet speech I did my sophomore year. I basically rapped my speech, and it got me the win. I got president, and I think that says a lot about what people are looking for in these speeches, right? They're not necessarily looking for you to say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do for this year, but they're really looking for personality, right? They're looking for someone they can relate to, so they know in the hallways when they see you, they can go up to you and feel comfortable saying, hey, this should be changed within our school. How can you help me, right? It's more about the charm on the video than it is anything else. Now, it's important to state what you're planning on doing on ASB in your video, but what I mean by this is I would focus on your individualization and your characteristics on this video more than anything else, right? Show the school who you are as a person and who you are as a leader, right? So that means be creative as possible. All right, if you're not a funny person, don't try and make your speech funny, right? You want to make it unique to yourself. You want to make it more creative than any one of your peers, but at the same time, you don't want to try and force and do something that isn't you, because it will show up on video. So yeah, I wouldn't be worried about what other people think. Like I said, people want people who are open to being creative and stand out from their peers. And that's another important thing to remember. You have a whole bunch of other candidates running for these positions, so don't be afraid to get competitive, right? This is what campaigning is, getting your name out there. And that's another really important piece to the video. You can't just rely on one thing, right? In my opinion, the video is probably the best way to reach out to people and people to see who you are and then vote for you. But it's also important to campaign, talk to people one-on-one, say, hey, can you vote for me? Because this year, every vote you get is going to matter. We're not making people sit down and watch the videos and vote on their favorite speech, right? You're gonna have to do a lot more personal stuff. None of it. You're not gonna win by a handout. You're gonna have to work for it. So I feel like that's another important piece to do. So let's just go over what I said. Be creative. Compete. Make sure you campaign with people one-on-one. And make sure in your video you show your individualization and your characteristics in your video, and focus less about the other stuff I was talking about.